listening to the Pillaging Podcast, proud member of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network, companion podcast to PJ4F.com, the #1 podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode brought to you by One Nation Fanwear. Check them out at onenationfanwear.com. Yo, it's time to pillage another podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Stapler, joined every week by my merry band of bandits. Let's get it in, boys. What's cracking, y'all?
How you living, Raider Nation?
Yeah. Bonus episode. Bringing you guys another Keys to the Game show. It is Thursday night in the Crow's Nest. It is 8:14 p.m. Pacific time. What's new, fellas?
Oh, you know, just another chela. That's all.
We'll crack it open there, man. Come on, you got us waiting in suspense.
You know, I had to be prepared, bro. I had to be prepared for this. So, look, check it out, man. There's a local new tap house, man, tap room in my town called Poor Decisions. You know, clever little name they got there, Poor Decisions. Shout out to them, man, because they got like 3 fridge fulls of nice beers, bro. So I went over there. I made myself a little 6-pack, a little mixed up 6-pack, and I'm gonna review maybe 1 or 2 here today. So this right here is 8 Trail Pills, bro. This is Crown and Hops Brewing Co. And this bad boy it's a Pilsner, so it's not very high on the ABV. It's a 5.0, but I like the can, man. The can is dope. And a lot of these guys, a lot of their beers are like hip hop themed. So I'm digging it already.
It's got a Keith Haring vibe. It's got a Keith Haring vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like Kenny knows his art, man.
Hey,
knows his art.
I try.
Hey, let me give it a pour though. You know, it's a pill, so we're going to have that nice, clear look to it.
See, I thought it was one of those, now look at the beer and tell me what you see. Like, Che was about to start, he was about to start breaking down my life, bro, and telling me how I made poor decisions, which I could have told him that already.
I'm interested to see what kind of poor decisions he makes after that beer, because we are revisiting our schedule prediction this week. That's right. We're about halfway through the season, so it's time to... well,
it's a 5%er, bro. So I shouldn't be making poor decisions on a 5% beer.
Hey, maybe they put some in there. Might be some.
You gotta come a lot heavier than that.
There might be some GHB in there. Might be a Janikowski brew. You never know.
Janikowski brew.
Kane, how you living, man? How's it been, brother?
Hey, everything been good, man. I'm just trying to survive through this COVID shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. You know.
Bobby, you feeling good? Thursday night.
Dude, I'm doing good, and not only that, I also got me a chela, dude. I actually, I stopped by this gas station on the way to work, on the way back from work. They have the best cheeseburgers and the best Yitos, and not only that, I was like, you know what? I need some beers because the World
cheeseburger.
Series.
Did you say cheeseburger
at a gas station, bro?
Did you say cheeseburger at a gas station?
Bro,
really?
I will have to take you, dude. Take all y'all, dude. This is some good burgers, man. But I was out there getting some beers because I was gonna watch the World Series. Shout out, Che, to you and your boys.
Hey,
and I'm still talking about the cheeseburgers, though, man. I'm still talking about the
cheeseburgers and beers, man. Because check this out, dude. I got this. It's a little man. There you go. Key lime pie. It's a sour ale. It's not. It's pretty clear too. It looks lightweight, foggy. I think it's just because of the limes, the key limes. Okay. But sourness.
So
Can I get a picture of the cheeseburger?
let's circle back to Che. Che introduced the beer. You've taken a few sips. Give us the review.
Yeah.
What's it taste like?
It's delicious, man. And look, it's a Pilsner, so obviously it's not what we usually drink. At least not what I usually drink on the show. You know, I'm always in the IPA, hazy IPA, double IPA, triple IPA, triple OG IPA. But yo, it's a Pilsner. It's nice. It's got a nice malty flavor to it. And you know what, man? every once in a while you need to crack one of these up. You know, you need one of these in your life too. You can't just be drinking all the heavy stuff all the time. Ask your boy Kane. You can't just be drinking the heavy stuff all the time, bro. Sometimes you just gotta get yourself a nice little chill back beer. Slow down. You gotta slow down, right?
Yes,
so right
sir.
here,
You gotta get that 4.5% alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that 7.6.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you need those
It'll
crushables,
get you,
bro.
Those come knocking for you, bro. They'll come asking for receipts, bro.
Boy, hey, you drink 4 7.6s and see where you at after you drink all 4 of them motherfuckers.
I've been there, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of the regular at the tailgate, Kane. I hope you know that. That's the norm, bro.
All right, guys.
Listen, another shout out to Crown and Hops. I'm digging it, man. Especially the label design is dope.
Yeah,
it's dope. But one of the major reasons why these guys caught my eyes too is because they're a company that's really working towards racial equality, social equality. So big ups anybody that gets behind that and wants to try to push that in you know, that agenda is all right with me, man. So shout out Crown and Hops. I'll be maybe reviewing another one of their beers a little later.
Hey, when it comes to social equity, it might take a few beers to get everyone at the table, so I can applaud that. Hey, I can applaud that. That's a good angle. You know, it's a good angle.
I can host, bro. We can fill up. We can host that, Kenny. We can host that. We'll fill up Big Blue with all our craft brews, and we will have a powwow.
Let's go
and get it going.
We'll
solve all the world's problems.
And now that your Dodgers won the World Series, congratulations. The only time I'm ever going to say that to you. You got to stencil that cooler. I'm telling you got to stencil that cooler.
You're absolutely right.
So
that's the only thing it could go. I'm going to put the Dodgers logo on the front, and I'll put Julio Urias on the top, bro, because that's where he belongs, on the top. Shout out,
you need to put Fernando Valenzuela on there. That's that.
Photo too, bro, side by side, homie. Like they gotta go side by side.
The new name of that cooler is Fernando Mania, and that's it.
Hey, straight out, bro. That's a great name right there.
Real quick, little important information. You know, the same dude who went and found Fernando Valenzuela in Mexico all those years back found Julio Diaz too, bro. So, hey, it's only right that the young man came out and closed the show down, bro, and brought us a title. The first one in 32 years, bro. I was 6 years old the last time the Dodgers won. My dad did a front flip in the living room when Kirk Gibson hit the shot off of Eckersley, and I watched that. Okay?
You want to smash the A?
So
real?
Every year.
Hey. That's how we won, bro. It's no hate.
Every year on the podcast, I have to reset the story of Greg Biekert stealing signs. And every year on the podcast, Che has to tell us how his dad did a front flip when Kirk Gibson ripped a home run off Dennis Eckersley.
Goddamn right.
All right, now that the tops have been popped on these beers, it's time to settle down and do a podcast. I'm going to bring you some real Raiders content, keys to the game, bonus episode. We're looking forward to this Browns game on Sunday. As you guys already know, if you want to follow us on Twitter at Pillaging Pod, make sure you jump on the YouTube live stream. If you're listening to this audio stream, do understand that this is live on YouTube every single week. Thursdays when we can, every Sunday night after the game. Sunday prime time, we usually come to you live on Monday. So, without a doubt, let's get down to it. We got a lot to cover tonight. We got keys to the game for you. We also going to revisit the GROAT vote. We had our championship round. We had Howie Long versus Giamotto, and we had Ken Stabler versus Willie Brown. So we're going to talk about who won that and who's going to be in the final round for the greatest Raider of all time. And also, we are going to reset our schedule predictions. We are through 8 weeks, or coming up to 8 weeks on the season, just about halfway through. So it's time to revisit the picks that we had. We were right about some, we were wrong about others, but most of us had the win total exactly right, except for one of us. And we'll cover that when we come to it. But let's get right to the keys to the game, guys. If you don't mind, I'm gonna lead us off because I've had a lot of coffee. I've had 4 cups of coffee today. I just played a round of disc golf. I am amped up, bro. I am
get it going,
amped up. I'm John Rocker right now, coming out the bullpen, bro.
You got them coffee jitters right now, huh?
I'm John Rocker right now. I'm ready to You know what I mean? Roid up.
I got that the first time, Kenny. I got it the first time. That's how I was chuckling, bro.
I'm eastbound and down right now. Kenny Powers, bro. I'm in. You're fucking out. We're past the 15-minute mark, so I can say that. Okay, so keys to victory. I got a key to victory on defense. I got a key to victory on offense. Key to victory on defense is you got to win the third down matchup. Last week you saw this team was atrocious on third down. One notable play that stands out, I think it was like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, 3rd and 4,000. I don't give a shit. Leonard Fournette catches the ball wide open in the middle of the field, which was wide open all day. We had free real estate in the middle of the field. Picks it up, diving forward, on the money. They go down, score. Just atrocious on third down. I look back at both of the Browns' losses this year, and I kind of threw out the first one, which was against the Ravens. It was an AFC North opponent. Those games are always bloodbaths. You're going up against Lamar Jackson. It's the first week of the season. All the play was sloppy, so I just threw that one out. Their last loss came against the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers, how did they shut them down? They sacked Baker Mayfield 4 times. They hit him 8 times. Mayfield throws 2 interceptions, and they were 1 of 12 on third down. That's the key to shutting this team down. Get in Mayfield's face, and don't give him those easy third downs, man. 3rd and 4 is an automatic first down against this Raiders team right now. 3rd and 12 is pretty damn close to 3rd and 4, in my opinion. So shut him down. Shut him down on third down. Get in his face on passing downs. Got to make that happen. Also, running the ball. They got a great running attack. I think both running backs averaging over 4 yards per carry. I'm going to talk about that in my key matchups. On offense, Raiders need to get back to their bread and butter. I know the Cleveland Browns have one of the most vaunted run defenses in the game. I don't give a shit. I don't think John Gruden gives a shit. Last week, Josh Jacobs ran the ball 10 times. 10 times. Why is that? It's not because they were afraid of that Buccaneers defense. They were going to run the ball anyways. It doesn't matter. They didn't run the ball because the whole offensive line had the week off because Trent Brown, well, it was his fault. We talked about that on Sunday. The offensive line is back together this week. They're cohesive. Game plan should be installed. I don't care if Josh Jacobs averages 3 yards per carry. You got to have him hitting the line, bring those linebackers up. You got a hobbled Myles Garrett. That opens things up on the back end. Those little intermediate crossing routes, those bread and butter routes to Renfro and Waller end up wide open. You got Aguilar running the out routes, the post routes. And, of course, our man Henry Ruggs III opens things up on the back end for him. We've seen that the Raiders are willing and able to push the ball downfield this year. Got to run the ball no matter what the results are. That's this team's identity, is get in the trenches and smash somebody in the face. I don't care if Jacobs and company doesn't break 100 yards. 80 yards and 30-plus carries on the ground is going to open up this passing attack on the back end, and that's what we need. Score 30 points this week and get the W and move on to this 3-game run against divisional opponents. And before I get out of here, this Browns game might as well be a divisional game because this has playoff implications. I was kicking it with my man JFB last week. I was out in Albuquerque, and he's like, you keep bringing up the AFC North. Why? I'm going to look at the records. It's like, I think at that time it was like 5-0, 5-1, 5-1. And then you got the Colts in the South with the Titans. Those wild card spots all locked up right now. I know there's an extra wild card slot. Right now, that shit don't matter. Beat the Browns, take them out of the wild card race. We can do some work for ourselves by beating the Browns this week. People are going to look at it as an NFC game or NFC game. It's out of division game, AFC game. Not a lot of implications. That's bullshit. That's wrong. AFC North got 3 teams with 5 wins right now, so we need to knock them down. We're 3-3 right now. And that ain't going to cut it. 3-3 in the AFC West, probably the second weakest division in the AFC this year. But you know what? The Chargers, they're putting it together. Herbert, he's putting it together. They're going to be right in the mix. The Broncos, maybe not so much. Next year, maybe, but let's do some damage. Let's take AFC North down a peg. Let's try to open up one of them wild card spots, get to 4-3, and hit these divisional opponents. I'm out the way. It's on you guys. That's what I had to say. I'm done.
Hey. Well done. Yo,
well done.
I'll go next. I'll take the next crack at it, bro. Okay. So look, I want to reiterate what you said first and foremost because you're talking about the Steelers game and the Browns game. You talked about what they did to Baker Mayfield and how they smacked him around. You know, hit him 8 times, sacked him 4 times. I agree with you. We want to get after Baker Mayfield on defense. We want to put the ball in his hands, most importantly. Okay, so the other big thing that the Steelers did was hold them to 75 rushing yards. Okay, now the Steelers have a great defense, something that we're trying to get to be, right? Something that this team can be at times, and in moments we show flashes of greatness. Okay, especially when everybody's on the field. Abram, I'm talking about you being on the field. Okay, you change things, you make things happen because of your play, because of your tenacity, because of your ability and your willingness to hit anybody who comes and crosses your fucking path. That's what we need from this defense. We need the team that we saw in the second half against KC. We need them from start to finish against the Browns. And I believe that this team can shut down the run to a certain extent to make Baker Mayfield beat us. If Baker Mayfield has to beat us, I like our chances because he hasn't been the most successful when everything's on him. When he has a solid running game, when they're crushing people, when they're gaining big yards in the run, Kareem Hunt leaking out the backfield, catching passes and shit like that, then they're really successful. But when it's all on him and he has to find wide receivers, then things get a little tricky.
Then Case Keenum comes off the bench.
Exactly. So that's my key as far as the defense goes. We need to be tough on the run early and often. We need to be shutting them down. We need to make sure that Baker Mayfield is the guy that has to beat us because I don't think he can. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he can put the team on his back and win. Now, I say that, but I was also there when we played Cleveland and Oakland. And we kind of made him look like Superman. We kind of made him look like a fucking Joe Montana. Okay, so like, do not do that. Do not let him get that confidence. Do not let him scramble around, run for first downs, and all that kind of bullshit. Like, hit him. Okay, put the ball in his hands. But we need to see some sacks, y'all. Okay, 7 sacks. That's not cutting it. And this is where I start to feel like I felt when we cut Coach, man. When we said, we're going to get rid of Coach. We're going to bring in Marinelli. He had these young dudes excited. He had these young dudes excited about changing it around. And I think it may have been a mistake. Now, I know that Chucky's got a long history with Marinelli, and we're still waiting for that development to happen. But sometimes you got to stick with what's working. I hope that it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass, that we let go of Coach, and now he's over there. Where did he go? He go to Arizona?
Yep.
Arizona, right?
Hold on, Che. Hold on.
Defensive line is tearing shit up right now.
Hold on, Che. Shout out to Luis Juante for the $24.99 donation and super chat. Hey. Luis says, "Let's go Raiders. Thanks, Pillagers. This is for them Chelas."
Hey, thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Chelas. Chelas.
Hey, no.
Straighten your hair, Che, for that night.
Oh, man. That was that's... Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. But listen, so now let's flip it back to the other side of the ball. Okay, now on offense, you know what? I'm not in disagreement that we need to see a much better run game than we saw last week, right? Last week was horrible. We don't want to see that ever again from this run game. Mm-hmm. And we shouldn't see it again if this O-line is complete and playing on the field. Now, we know that the odd man out right now is Incognito. Mm-hmm. And we'll touch on that a little bit later. But if we can have 4 of our 5, offensive linemen, then I think we got a good case to make right now in terms of the run game and being able to do what we like to do, which is get in motherfuckers' faces, put some mad boob all up on him, and run.
We want to run the ball.
Bro, okay?
We want to run the ball. That's John Gruden's
That's right.
We want to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
Hell
we
yeah.
want to run it up y'all motherfucking guts.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to do.
But for me, okay, I say all that to say this. For me, the biggest thing, and I think the most important thing, is we need some explosive plays downfield. Okay? We didn't see a whole lot of it against Tampa Bay, and I think that's what really came back to bite us in the ass. And that had to do a lot with the pressure that was being put on Derek Carr, the lack of a running game, right? We weren't able to get those plays downfield like we saw against KC and we've seen in other weeks. We need Ruggs deep. We need Aguilar deep. We need Waller deep. We need to take shots down the field. If there's one place where this defense that we're going to be facing is vulnerable, it's in the defensive backfield, because that's where they give up the most yards to their opponents, right? Is through the air. So establish the run, because that's what's going to open things up. It's going to keep linebackers close and open up the middle of the field and take them fucking shots, Derek Carr. And I want to see some fucking touchdowns, bro. I want to see some 40-yard, 50-yard bombs going to Ruggs, going to Aguilar. I want to see that happen. If we get those we get some big plays, man, we got this game. Mm-hmm. If we don't have big plays, we're in trouble. Mm-hmm. We might see another shit show. So it's really riding on whether or not we can go downfield against the Cleveland Browns. I think we can. Let's go fucking do it.
I think we can too.
Let's go. Yeah. Kane, you're next up to bat, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, like Chase said, I think we need to get the passing game going with Ruggs, and we need to also definitely the run game has got to get back going. Like, in order for the Raiders to win this year, not just Sunday, but going forward, we need to win the time of possession. The less we keep our defense on the field, the more we look better. So, off the field, the more we look better. So, we got the run game, like Chase said, and then we also need to get Ruggs involved in the passing game. Aguilar has been tremendous to the offense. Since the run game has been struggling, Aguilar has been tremendous to the offense. So if we get Trent Brown back this week. So, you know what I'm saying? That should help the run game. And then also with that should help the passing game. Because if we can get Trent back and we can run the ball, then we can do play action and hit Aguilar. You know what I'm saying? And once if all this shit clicks in like we want it to, shit, man, the Raiders offense can lead us to the Raiders offense can lead us deep into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Super Bowl. I'm not going to say AFC Championship, but definitely deep into the playoffs. And even I'm going to say this. I'm going to go so far as to say this. If we can get everything that I just said in sync with Richie Incognito back, healthy Trent Brown, get Ruggs more involved, you know what I'm saying? The run game gets better because all these guys are back healthy. We can sweep the Chiefs. We can win this division. So I'm going to leave it at that, man. I mean, on this segment right here, look, man, we need to get healthy, get all these guys back, Trent Brown, Richie Incognito, get the run game going, get Edwards back, get the passing game going, with Aguilar already in, like, Pro Bowl form. You add Edwards to that, you get Ruggs going more. Fuck, man. This offense has no limits. You know what I'm saying? So all these things happening in conjunction with each other, playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. Playoffs. So that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? and Che, I agree with you. All that shit got to happen and function. If it don't happen,
yeah.
If it don't happen, I hate to say it. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah. So it is what it is.
So let's make it happen, bro. That's what you gotta say.
Let's make it happen.
Right?
Let's make it happen. I don't want to speak on. Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
All right, Bobby, you're round us out here, man, and then you're going to start off our key matchups, and we'll run it back in reverse order.
All right, I'm glad you guys started off with the defense and Kane brought it back to offense, because I've been saying it for the last couple times that we've been doing these little get-togethers. Alec Ingold, bro. Alec Ingold has proven to be a great blocker. He can catch the ball, and he can run the rock too. He can hit a motherfucker and get him out of the way. I've said this before, and I'll keep pounding the table for that, is that we got to involve him a little bit more. Now that they see that they're going to try to focus a little bit more on Josh Jacobs, it's like, that's the more reason why we got to be able to use what we have with us, man. We shouldn't just have to solely rely on Jacobs. We do need him to get the ball more, but at the same time, we can't just overwork him as well. We have a lot more other people on the offense, just like how we're talking about. We need to get the ball to Ruggs out there, especially to Nelly, bro. Fucking Nelson Aguilar, shout out, bro. You know your daddy's proud of you, bro. You made Antonio Aguilar proud, bro. And I gotta say that because
and Pepe jealous.
Now everyone looking at you, exactly.
Nelson.
Even Pepe looking at you, bro, and everyone focusing on you. But what about the old man? See that? The old man has to get in there a little bit. They have to give the ball a little bit more to the old man, because now they see, oh, shit, check it out. Aguilar got some wheels, dude. Ruggs, we know he could burn anybody. So it's like, we got to be able to spread the ball out a little bit more. And one more key to this game that will definitely help us out: keep Brandon Porker off of the field. I was so fucking nervous and scared when I saw him walking out onto the field. That's nice that he suits up or whatever, and he rides the pine on the side of the bench. I mean, on the bench. But it's like, dude, I don't need him out there. Not only that, remember, he also stepped on Jacobs. That could have been a hell of a lot worse than what we know of, because we don't really know anything right now. Nothing has been said as far as like if Jacobs' foot is good to go or something's wrong with it. But I mean, it could have been a hell of a lot worse, especially with that fat sack of shit. I mean, that's a whole lot of weight stepping on your foot, and we need Jacobs. We don't need Brandon Porter.
Yeah.
No, we need Trent Brown.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need Trent Brown.
Facts.
Let's all agree that we need Trent Brown.
Trent
Brown, without Trent Brown, Derek Carr doesn't feel comfortable. Josh Jacobs can't run the ball. I mean, there's a lot of Trent Brown. That's why we all pissed off at you, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot. This offense.
All right, we said enough about Trent Brown. We spent 3 hours on his silly ass last week. We got it, bro. Brandon Porker, you're a cock blocker at best. At best. I don't even think he could block a cock, to be honest, bro. He's not getting in my way, that's for sure. Shout out to Pillaging Pete.
Hey!
Let me do that right.
Pillaging
Pete. I'll do it one more time.
Pillaging
Pete. He says, stop the run and create a turnover or two. Also love Nelly, but don't rely on him in crunch time. Man, I disagree. I think Aguilar is crunch time, bro. I think he's proven that he can do it, man. I think he's
Nestle, bro.
He's Nestle when it's crunch time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Aguilar, when he dropped them 2 drops, it reminded me of Philadelphia.
Yeah, one was badly thrown. I'll put one on him, but I'm not going to put both of them on him. He's been pretty damn reliable, bro. But let's run this back, Bobby. You rounded us out in the first half. Let's get a key matchup. We talked about keys to victory. What's a key matchup in this game?
Key matchup is going to be the defensive line against itself. The reason why I say this is
mind games.
Because that's all it is, man. Mind games, bro. everybody was talking about, oh, the whole KC thing was a fluke and blah, 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 because look what happened and Tampa Bay and this and that. No, it wasn't, dude. You look at the first freaking drives, bro. Look what the defense was doing. They were making shit happen. They were doing it, dude. They were able to fucking stop Tom Brady. And then they just completely forgot about what the hell they were supposed to do. And not only that, they saw the mistakes and they just kept regretting it and just kept thinking about it as more mistakes were happening. That shit needs to stop. You need to get outside of your fucking heads. Know that you're professionals. Know that you've done this shit over and over and over. Know that you can get in there because we've all seen it. And it's not just...
but that's not the scheme, though, bro. That's not what they're being taught. That's not what being pressed into their heads. That's not what being talked to them constantly in meetings and weekly. You know, we're like, this is what we do. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know, just think about it. You got a job and you go to meetings every month or so, and they have these meetings where they try to press upon you how to sell some shit or this is what our company, what we think. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't buy into that shit, if you're at the meeting and you like, man, what the fuck, man, this is some bullshit. I ain't trying to sell no motherfucking, you know, like my company trying to sell us on, you know, let's sell this service that has to disinfect every house. And it only works, you know, it doesn't have a residual effect. Once we come in and we spray, then, you know, once the spray wear off, there's no residual effect, you know. So why am I trying to sell this? Because I can't tell the customer that they're not going to have COVID after this shit wear off, because guess what? In 10 minutes, when this shit dry up, there's no residual effect. It's the same thing with the defense, with the Raiders. If you trying to sell us on some shit that ain't going to work long term, you know what I'm saying, or we might feel like this don't work for us as a player, then we ain't fucking with this shit. Long term, short term, I don't care if the offense is scoring points and winning, and if the offense is the reason why we win the games. I can't play football the way I want to play it because your scheme is fucked up. And so, in my opinion, the players have made a statement to say, we don't like you. You know what I'm saying? We don't like you. We don't want you. And no matter how good the offense is right now, you know, we're not a playoff team without us. So guess what? We ain't fucking with you. That's what's going
Shout out to Silky Slim with the $24.99 donation in Super Chat. Thank you, man. Silky Slim says, we need some tacos for losses, some sacks, and some turnovers. Hey, I'll take some tacos right now, bro. I'll take some tacos right now. So Kane, was that your key matchup? We're not fucking with you, or you got?
I mean, my key matchup is this. The Raiders' run game right now has been struggling. We get Trent Brown back. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this team can run the ball against this struggling team against run defense. You know what I'm saying? They haven't played anybody. The teams they beat are teams they should have beat. Are we that team? That's my question. Are we that team to them? Do they think, oh, we should beat the Raiders? Did they look at their schedule at the beginning of the year and say we could beat the Raiders? Did we look at our schedule as a Raider organization and say we could beat the Browns? That's where we at right now. In my opinion, you got a 5-2 Brown team that don't have OBJ, don't have a starting offensive lineman. One of their defensive linemen is hurt. This is an opportunity for a Raiders organization to trounce on the Browns.
So what's the key matchup, Kane? Kane, what's the key matchup, bro? Need you to land the plane. What's the key matchup in this game?
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
The running game got to get back on track.
Okay.
Got to be able to run the ball, time of possession. This is the only way the Raiders win games this year. You win the time of possession. If you win the time of possession, you win the game.
Che, bring us back on track here. What's your key matchup for Sunday?
Hey, well, my key matchup is this, man. Look, I want to see our defense make some plays against Baker Mayfield, bro. Okay, so my key matchup is the defensive backs making plays in terms of turnovers or pass defenses. I don't want Baker Mayfield to be made to look like a fucking Pro Bowler when we all know that he's not. Okay? That's the big key. Well, I talked about making sure that the ball was in his hands. The defensive backs need to do their job and shut that man down. They don't have OBJ out there. Landry all season, I don't know what he's scored more points on fantasy throwing the fucking touchdown than he has catching them. So look, their receiving core is depleted. Okay, their tight ends, they're on their third tight end, bro. Okay, Hooper's out, Njoku wants to get traded, and they're fucking got some dude out there, some big tall white dude out there playing tight end right now. He had a decent game last week, I think. We need to shut them down. There's no reason why these guys should be able to do anything through the air on us, okay? And I want to see turnovers, bro. The most important thing, I think Pete touched on it, we need to win the turnovers battle in terms of, you know, our takeaways versus their takeaways. We should not allow them to take the ball away. I know that they've gotten some turnovers. They've been pretty successful in getting turnovers. You keep Myles Garrett out of Derek Carr's lap. Don't let him get in there and make some stupid, some happen in the backfield, and we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. Derek Carr's shown that he's not gonna be making mistakes in the air a whole lot this season. I don't think he's gonna be throwing picks unless there's a lot of pressure on him and he's has to get it out of there too quickly. But if we win that turnover battle of our defensive backs, I want to see Heath or Abram or, somebody, bro. I'll even throw Joyner in there. Joyner, if you're going to play, make something happen, okay? If you're going to be on the field, I want to see something happen, okay? I can't have this, dude playing slot. You were brought over here. We thought you were going to turn the defense around, and then all of a sudden you're getting burned every single time the ball's thrown in your direction, okay? So
I think we all want to see Middleton do some shit. Do something.
Yeah.
Please.
We need those DBs to make some plays for us. We need some turnovers. I want to see an interception at least, man, in this game. And if the defensive line can get in the backfield and calls a second one, I think we're going to be in good. We're going to be good in this game.
Yep.
That turnover battle is important.
Yep.
So you think we win?
My key matchup this week is going to be the offensive line versus the defensive line. Getting the offensive line back this week, obviously a big boost. But looking at the Raiders' defensive line, I want to see more get done on the end. Max Crosby obviously getting doubled now. The secret's out on Max Crosby. But the Browns, starting right tackle, Jack Conklin, $42 million man, he's been hobbled. He was sort of an emergency option last week. He's been upgraded to full participation this week, so he looks like he's a go. But if he's a little bit hobbled, that spells well for us. We need to see Clee get in there and do more. We talk about salt and pepper. Well, the salt's off the table right now, so we need some pepper to get in there. We need some spicy action off of Clee on that opposite side. So if it's not Conklin, he's going to be going up against Hubbard. And, both are capable, but I think Clee's a better athlete. And I know Clee's more of a run stopper, and that's key in this game too. You got Chubb, you got Kareem Hunt. Neither one of those guys can have a big game if we're going to have victory on Sunday. So, like I said earlier, key to beating the Browns, get in Mayfield's face, force them into some errors, get some turnovers, but that starts on the defensive line. Max Crosby, you got to push through those double teams. We know you have the heart, but Clee on the other side, force the Browns into some decisions that they don't want to make, man, that they don't want to make. We know you can do it. Let's get it done. So Kane brought up the question, asking Che if he thinks we're going to win this week. That leads us right back into our schedule predictions. Let's start with this week, and we're not going to spend too much time on this. I don't really need to know the why you want to change your pick or anything like that. I just need to know what you want to change your pick to, right? We don't need to make this a big, long-winded conversation. We know what teams we're facing. We know what team we are. So let's just talk about wins and losses. Let's recap what we've done so far. Myself, Che, and Kane had this team at 3 wins through this point of the season. Bobby had us at 5 wins. But Bobby also predicted a couple wins that we didn't see coming, so I'm not going to knock him for that. But right now, the Raiders, the reality is we're sitting at 3-3. We're looking at the rest of the schedule. Some of these teams are a little bit different than what we thought when we made these predictions really early on. These were way too early predictions. And in the same breath, the Raiders are a different team than what we thought they were going into the season, right? I really believe in that. So
they're better. They're better than I thought they would be.
So let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to set up the board right now. And I'm going to show it on screen so everybody can see with full transparency what we had versus, what we're going to be doing. So hold on. Let me make a note right here. and we'll get into revising some of these picks, okay? And then we'll compare it. We'll compare it at the end of the season. Were our original picks right? Should we have stuck to our guns? Or do we pivot at the right time? Because it took a little bit of time this year, especially of all years, without any of this training camp stuff. It's kind of hard to find out what the team's identity was, not seeing preseason. A lot of factors, tough decisions were made by this coaching staff in the offseason, and this is what we're left with, and it is league-wide. Watts was talking about keeping the score low in the chat, and he's not wrong. But low scores don't exist in 2020. You've seen a lot of high-scoring affairs right now in the league. So,
no defense,
and that's
all defenses are struggling right now.
And that's no disrespect to Watts. Really appreciate the fact that he's in our chat. Humbled by that, Watts, man, you're a great one. Make sure you subscribe to Raider Watts on YouTube. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. We appreciate you being here, bro. You got a lot of knowledge, man. So let's start off with this week. We can't change the previous picks. That's the only rule, right? Can't change those, but we can look forward. So we got the Browns this week. Che, go ahead and answer Kane's question. Is this a win or a loss this week? Let me bring this up.
I'm saying this is a win, man. This is a bounce back week for us. I truly believe that we're gonna win this game. That's my feeling, bro. That's my feeling. We have the tools. If this offensive line is together, with the exception for Incognito, we got all our wide receivers ready to go. I don't think Edwards is going to be back, but I don't think we've missed Edwards all that much, honestly. And that's no hate on Edwards. That's just props to Aguilar for stepping up, and props to Ruggs for doing what he's been doing when he's given the ball, right? When he's given the opportunity. And then you already know Waller's Waller, bro. Waller's gonna Waller.
Hey,
Waller's gonna holler, bro.
Just a prediction, bro. Just a prediction, bro. Say
That's
less.
It, man.
Say less.
Win.
All right, so we're gonna switch up. You had that as a loss. We got that as a W now. Bobby, yeah, we haven't heard from you in a couple minutes. Where you got this game? You originally had it as a loss. Are we gonna see some Bob Hope right here? Are you gonna reverse? Or are you gonna stand pat?
Damn, dude, the Bob Hope in me wants to jump over that bridge on my golf cart, bro. But I said it before. The reason why I gave us a loss was because I was there when we barely squeaked by in overtime. All right, I rallied so hard I had to be dragged out by my homies, dude. I was so frustrated and drunk, dude. But we won it though. But it was just barely by the skin of our teeth, and especially the way the situation is going right now, we still aren't 100% sure whether or not Trent Brown is going to be here tomorrow. I mean, it's going to suit up for the game on Sunday.
Okay.
But man, dude, and especially the way the Browns have been going, I'm gonna have to keep my prediction.
Oh, don't do it, Bobby! Don't do it.
All right.
Hey, you know what? It just gives me all the reason for the Raiders to prove me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong.
Bobby, I'm right there with you. I'm going to keep it really brief and short so Kane can get in here. I'm going to say it's a loss, too. I'm going to stand pat with what I had. I think the Browns are in a division where they got to get every win they can. They're fighting really hard right now. They've already shown they can do it. They got 5 wins as it is. And we got to travel in this game. It's going to be on us. Early game. I think this offensive line still needs to get it together. I think there's just a lot of commotion right now around this Raiders organization. So I'm going to have this as a loss until we can get healthy, until we can get some consistency in practice week to week, and hopefully we can bounce back against the Chargers. Kane, what do you got this week? You had it down as a win, or are you going to stick to that?
I'm going to stick to that, bro. I'm going to say that, look, first of all, Derek Carr has overcome a lot of monkeys. And you know what's fucked up is I talk shit about this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to defend this dude right now. I think right now is Derek Carr's time. He's going to win a cold game. He's going to win a cold weather game. He beat the Chiefs. He needed to do that. This is the season of Derek Carr, as you want to put it. So I think, I think we're going to win this game, man. I do. I think we're going to go out here. It's a cold weather game. It's going to be raining. It's going to be a time for the run game to come alive. We got Trent Brown back healthy. The run game is going to come together, and we're going to use, our tight end that we've been doing. Yeah. So like you said, keys to the game. You don't want to hit the game. Win or loss, Raiders are going to win this week. Absolutely.
All right.
If we can't beat the Browns, we shouldn't make the fucking playoffs. Period. I don't care if they 5-2, 10-2, 10-6 when we play them. They the Browns. If you don't beat the fucking Browns, you don't deserve to make the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. Let's keep it moving then. So staying pat there. Next week is the Chargers. Every single person in this crew has this down as a win. Yep. I'm going to stand pat, even though Herbert's doing some things over there. Chargers are going to do Chargers things. And this is a divisional game. That's what they're going to do, man.
Hey, I always remember what you said, Kenny. I still remember what you said, Kenny, when you were watching that game with your lady. And you were like, don't worry. They're the Chargers.
But I just said the same thing about the Browns. Come on now. The Browns don't get that same outlook for real. Like the Browns are the Browns.
No, well, the Browns got 5 wins right now, first of all. And second of all, we got some consistency issues when it comes to the practice and everything that's been going on. I think after this week, we get some consistency back together. We get this team back together. We're looking more healthy, and we're going in. We're geared up for a divisional opponent, which we know well. This is a game that we've been preparing for. I don't think we drop one to the Chargers, an AFC West game. And that's why. That's more or less why. Plus, yeah, the Chargers are going to do Charger things, man. I like it. But, hey, just to be fair, Herbert is the guy that me and Kane told you he was going to be. And a lot of y'all didn't believe that.
Wouldn't that be Raiders to just lose to the Chargers? Wouldn't that be Raider-like?
Bro, don't
just lose to the Chargers.
You have this down as a win, bro. So
I know I do, but
down as a win.
And we all do.
Well, we didn't know coming into this that they was gonna have a quarterback that's almost better than our quarterback.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, whatever it is, it is what it is.
Are you going to stand by that pick as a W against the Chargers?
Yeah, because I'm a Raider fan.
All right.
That's the reason why I'm going to stand by that pick.
Okay, cool.
Goddamn right you are.
Che, what about you, man? Hey, you going to change anything up right here?
Hell no, I'm sticking with the win at the Chargers, bro. That's, you know what, when we talked about it, we were talking about how that's a home game, right? And it still is. It's just there's no fans right now.
Yeah.
So
and they got Justin Herbert.
It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little tighter, bro. But like you said, Kenny, Chargers do Charger things, and I think we'll pull it out, man. They're gonna do something to allow us to take that game from us. Mm-hmm. It's probably gonna be a close one. Your boy Watts is in the chat talking about they're gonna put 30 on us. Probably.
And you know what? We have never
put
beat the Chargers in a close game.
A hot take.
You know
I got a hot take.
Hey, you guys know we don't beat the Chargers in close games.
The Raiders are going to trade Daniel Carlson at halftime to the Chargers, and he's going to shank one in the fourth quarter for a Raiders victory. You heard it here first. Hot take.
What do they get in return for him?
A W.
Yeah. Hey, and just listen, just because Kenny, I already told Kenny this. Every time he hates on Carlson has a good game. So Kenny, keep on hating on Carlson, bro. This is
working, bro.
Path to victory, bro.
It's working,
walk
bro.
behind him and trip him if you have to, bro.
Hey, keep the hate alive. Keep hate alive. Hate alive.
Hate.
All right, Bobby. What about you, man? Is Bob Hope reign supreme, or you want to?
Oh, dude, of course, man. Chargers, Broncos, nah, dude, they ain't having it. I don't give a damn that we're playing in that thong stadium of the Chargers or whatever.
La Tanga.
La Tanga, bro. Let's go to Tangas, bro. We taking those Tangas, bro.
All right, so everyone stands pat in week 9. So week 10 against the Broncos at home in the Thunderdome. Thunderdome, bitch.
Thunderdome. You gotta get that drop.
We do. I'm slacking. We all have this as a W. I'm not changing here. While I think the Broncos have more talent, they still can't get their shit together over there. Injuries are still plaguing them, and they just look like a confused football team. They're lost. Maybe they're looking for the Arena League. I don't know. But I don't see this going any other way. I think we definitely beat the Broncos, and I think this is a statement game. I think this is the widest margin of victory we have on the season is the Broncos at home in Allegiant Stadium. Put a 40 burger on them, win by 20. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, I like that. And if we do get put 40 on them, bro, it's a wrap because all they got right now is their defense. That's probably the best part of their team right now. It has been right for a while now, but all that talk about the Denver defense has kind of was going away for a while there. Like they had a lot of talk and Von Miller and all this kind of stuff, and it wasn't showing the last few seasons.
Man, they beat the Patriots and they tried to act like they did something. You know what I'm saying? Like get the fuck out of here. Whatever. You know what I mean?
But this is what I'm saying. I think their defense is improved, but if this Raiders offense can take advantage in the areas that we spoke about this, earlier, we can put fucking 40 on them, bro. And if we do, we know that Denver offense can't put up 40. That Denver offense is sputtering right now. They're having trouble. I don't have concerns that they're going to be able to match us in a high-scoring game.
I don't either.
That's definitely the way to victory, man.
And the longer that defense is on the field, the weaker it's going to get. I know it's strong, but in the fourth quarter, I think we blow that thing wide open. So, Che, you're with me. You're keeping a W right there.
Dub, bro.
Bobby, I'm assuming you're pulling up in the golf cart. Yeah, golf cart's all charged up.
We stick in the landing, bro.
And I know Kane had to step away for a second, but I know there's no way in hell that Kane's picking the Broncos in this game, so we're going to leave that as a W as well.
Nah, dude. Again, Kane will be throwing batteries at anybody wearing a fucking Broncos jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Hit him upside the head and shit.
All right, so let's move on to week 11. We beat them once. We beat them once in Arrowhead. Kane, I marked you down as a W against the Broncos. Am I right?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If we don't beat the Broncos, we can't make the playoffs.
Pack it up, right? All right, so week 11 against the Chiefs. I'm going to give some bad news here. I know we beat them in Arrowhead, and that was great. That was fantastic. But we beat them on a warm, sunny day in KC. I think it's still a great win, but I don't think it makes a statement about this team because we saw what they did. coming out the next week, and we didn't have a show during that bye week, but a lot of people were coming up to me. They're like, you guys are going to beat the Bucks, right? You guys beat the Chiefs. And I'm like, look, I've been a Raiders fan a long time. I've seen the Raiders come out and beat a team we had no business beating and get my hopes up, and we come out next week and just completely shit the bed, and then, you know, things get even worse from there. Now, we're hoping that we bounce back this week. I have us as a loss, but I think it's a better team. However, I don't think Andy Reid loses to this team twice. I really don't. Even though we're at home, seeing those guys indoors, Patrick Mahomes, I don't know, man. I hate to say it.
After seeing this team lose to the Bucks and the Bills at home, we don't have a home field advantage, right? At this point,
yeah.
The Raiders, their home stadium is not advantage right now. It's missing the fans. It's missing all of the intimidating that goes on with the fans. You know, the 12th man. Mm-hmm. This team is missing that. At home.
Right? The real 12th man, right?
Yeah. So you know, they've lost to the Bills. They lost, and they're going to lose to the Chiefs at home.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to lose to the Chiefs at home.
The 12th, the 13th, and the 14th man. Yeah, we ain't got that. So I have it down as a loss. Kane you had this as a win. Are you switching over to a loss like me?
I had it as a loss because I had it as a win because I thought we'd lose in KC.
Okay.
We won in KC. We will not sweep this team.
All right. Playing the numbers game. I respect that. I think that's fair. Bobby, let's go to you, man. You had this as a loss after predicting the big win in Arrowhead. Playing the numbers game as well, I'm assuming. But what do you got for us, Bob Hope?
Yeah, I'm going to stick to my prediction, man.
Okay.
Those bastards are going to come in hot and mean.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, even though Andy Reid got that new technology, he's going to be sweating the hell. All that condensation is just going to build up, man. Yeah, he's not going to let it go, dude. He's not going to let it go after last time. After we completely made them look bad as hell in their own home, they're going to want to do the same shit to us, man. And I hate to say it because, you know, fuck, it's our home, bro. I don't want to see us losing, period. But especially at home.
We're going to lose, baby. We're going to lose, baby. Don't worry about it.
Che,
hopefully we don't get our ass whooped.
Che, what you got here, man? Are you going to be Che Hope? Are you going to be
Hey,
Che Suerte?
Stick the landing, Che. Stick the landing.
Che Speranza?
You know what?
Come on,
bro?
take one for the team, Che. Take
You know
one for
what?
the team, Che.
You know what? Let me tell you. Look. We're going to fucking sweep the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody got to do it. I'm going to do it, okay?
Oh.
I'm going to take the chance.
Hell yeah, dude. Take the golf cart, bro.
Listen, the Raiders, we did that. We fucking won in KC, which we all thought, except for Bobby, that we weren't going to be able to do. And then we went and we shit the bed the next week. Well, not the next week, the week that followed. So everybody's talking shit about you again, Raiders. Everybody's doubting you again, Raiders. Everyone says, you know what, that was fucking a fluke. And so I expect them to come back into that fucking beautiful stadium with a goddamn chip on their shoulder the size of a goddamn boulder and say, no, that wasn't a fucking fluke. We can fucking run you too. We can still run you, KC. And I expect them to come out and do what they did. They learned that they can compete with this team. There's no reason why they should fucking fear them anymore. There's no reason why they should come onto our home field and feel like, oh, we can't compete with these guys. We can't beat these guys. I want to see Derek Carr be angry from the first fucking quarter and fucking be the guy he was in the second half and fucking compete, man. Get the job done. Sweep the Chiefs, goddammit. Sweep the Chiefs. I'm the one that's going to say it. Everyone in the chat wants it to happen, so I'm the one that's going to say it. I'm going to take it. We win it.
All right.
Shit.
All right. I'll fuck with the energy. One thing I didn't realize is Chiefs coming off a bye week into that game, Sunday Night Football, prime time.
And they never lose to us on a bye week. Wouldn't that be convenient that the Chiefs will play us after a bye week? The NFL had to figure it out somehow. They didn't do it the first time. Oh, no. But wait, we'll play you again later on. And guess what? We're coming off a bye like we always fucking do. Come on, man.
Well, Kane, you said something very important there. The NFL did not expect us to go into KC and beat them. That's why they didn't give them the bye before that, right? So they're like, look, let's give them the home game. The Raiders never win in KC. And then when they come back, we'll give them a nice little resting bye week. They get prepared and go in there and fucking beat the Raiders. Fuck you, NFL. That's not going to happen.
Fuck you, NFL. Che, I love you, bruh. Fuck the NFL in 2020. They don't have – the NFL don't have nothing in regards for us. Fuck y'all. And you know what? For that, I almost want to change my prediction to that we will beat the fucking Chiefs.
Hey!
But – You know
what we should do? You know what we should do is that we should get Brandon Parker to go over to KC and step on Patrick Mahomes' foot. I just said like, hey man, check it out. There's some fruit roll-ups in that shoe. You just gotta step on it really hard, and then
let him stand in line at a local restaurant in front of Patrick Mahomes
right?
and accidentally step backwards.
Fuck the Chiefs.
All right.
Fucking Chiefs.
Week 12. Week 12. We got the Falcons coming up. But they're playing right now, I believe. Another one of those garbage primetime matchups that we got stuck with. The Panthers, Falcons. Hey, that ain't it. I don't know who's winning that game. I think it was the Panthers last time I checked, or who won that game. The game's over now.
I think Atlanta won.
The Panthers won, bro.
Oh, the Panthers won?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had this down as a loss, but I'm going to change up here. I think.
Ooh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Wow. I did. I had this down as a loss. I'm going to change that up. I'm going to go to a 1. I think Trayvon Mullen continues to play well, and I think Abram is healthy at that time. Secondary will set a tone in that game, force Matt Ryan into some bad decisions. I don't need to give you all my keys to the game. Fuck it. I'm changing. It's a win, goddammit.
Hey, that's right. Hey, by the way, Kane, Atlanta won that game, bro.
Oh.
Did they?
Atlanta won that game 25-17.
They came back. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me change my pick. Just kidding.
No, you know what? Atlanta's been playing really well. Atlanta has been a really good offensive team. Their defense has been booty, just like us. Atlanta is us, pretty much. Atlanta is great on offense, and they booty on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that comparison. I'm just gonna say that
I mean, okay.
I don't like that comparison.
You want to kind of waver the line in between the two. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Atlanta is scoring. Their offense has run the most plays in the NFL in any offense in the league because their defenses sucks and they're scoring at a high rate, but their defense sucks. So here we are.
So what you're saying is we're going to win.
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, you know,
that was a very bootsy answer. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, no, I think the Raiders can beat the Falcons.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I think the Raiders should. If you want, listen. I'm gonna say this, and so you don't even have to. I'm gonna finish the segment, but I want to say this: if the Raiders don't win 7 of the next 10 games, then it's time to get rid of Derek Carr. Look, we got an easy schedule. You shouldn't even lose 7. I mean, you shouldn't even lose 3 of the next 7 games. But if you do, you beat the Chiefs. Beat you. Denver might beat you because you was in the cold, you know, and then you might lose one because you had to rest people to get into the playoffs. So if you don't win the next 7 out of 10 games, It's time to move on. We should be talking about another quarterback, a whole nother team and offense here. Is what I'm looking at. So I don't want to do that. So I think that if you want to ask me all the rest of the games, yeah, I'll tell you who we think we're gonna beat. But out of these next 10 games, we need to win 7 of these motherfuckers. And if we don't, it's time to move on.
There you have it.
All right. So a W. Bobby, what do you got? What do you got against the Falcons? I think you had this as a win.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. We winning, and then we're going to the Freaknik after, bro.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
That's it. That's my take. Sweet to the
Done.
point.
I don't think
win, and then we're gonna get a freak on.
I don't think the Freaknik is in December, but hey,
we're gonna make our own freak.
New traditions, bro. New traditions, bro.
Bobby.
I love it. Hey,
like the emoji said, bro.
Hey, what other Raider podcast is going to give you Freaknik mentions? You know what I'm saying? We got it all, folks. We got it all right here for you, bro. Bobby, I love you.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's the name of the episode that week.
The Freaknik.
Yeah, the Freaknik.
Freaknik. Bobby, that's it, Bobby.
Oh man.
All right, Che. You were with me on this. You had this down as a loss. Are you going to stand pat, or are you going to go for the star frame with wins across the board?
I'm changing my mind, bro. Okay.
Oh,
I'm going for a win, bro. I'm going for a win against Atlanta. Look, Atlanta, man, they can't even help themselves. Y'all saw Todd Gurley last week try to keep himself out of the end zone so that they wouldn't give the ball back to Detroit.
Oh man, that was terrible, dude. Hold on. Wait, go back.
Know what's funny is they've been showing
that's how bad their defense is.
They've been showing that on bloopers and everything. Like, this dude has been an idiot.
Look, I don't blame Todd Gurley. It just goes to show you how bad Atlanta's defense is, right? That they don't even trust them to have to stop a team for a couple minutes or a minute. Like, they don't trust them. They know that they're gonna get walked over. So look, this Raiders offense is better than we thought it could be in the offseason when we made these predictions. Because there's a lot of pieces that came to this team that we didn't see. We didn't know we were gonna be here. And there was a sour taste in our mouth. We didn't want to get over our skis, right? We didn't want to be like the extra homers, just predicting wins left and right. But this team
might I remind you that if you don't change another pick, you have us going 9 wins in a row.
Yeah.
To your point.
I know.
To your point.
Don't worry, bro. Okay, there's still a realist in me. Okay, but listen. I think they're gonna.
You know what, Che? It's all right, bro. Because we should win that many games with the record.
I hope they do. I hope they do, but I'm not gonna predict that. Let's just be straight about that. I'm not gonna predict that. But this is a win for me, man. Atlanta's defense sucks, and their offense, they put up points like Kane said, but they make a lot of mistakes too. Matt Ryan, he's gonna throw an interception or two. And I see us winning this game. I really do. I think if the ball is in our hands last, go ahead, chalk that one up. That's gonna be a win.
That's a good take, Jay.
Yeah,
because I think Atlanta is equal to us as a team. They good on offense, suck on defense.
Well,
I think that's the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
We great on offense. Matt Ryan can score points and keep that team in games. Derek Carr can score points and keep that team in games. And if the defense sucks ass, then so whichever team's defense plays better in that game, that's the team that will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but I think we have one thing that Atlanta doesn't, and that is a run game that is consistent.
They got Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley got the most carries in the NFL of any running back right now.
But how many yards does he have? How many first downs does he have? You know what I mean? Like, Todd Gurley can carry the ball more times than anybody else, but if he's only getting 2.5 yards per carry, well, that's all right with me. That's cool with me. They make their points and they make their moves on offense through the air. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. They make it through the air. Let's
not get too buried in this because we will have a Keys to the Game show prior to that, and this will be a good discussion for then.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. There's a lot that's got to transpire between now and then. So let's move forward. The next game is the Jets, and this is at the Jets. This is back-to-back, East Coast time zone games. I had this down as a loss, and man, I want to change this to the win, but I'm going to go with the Scantron method, where you can't have 4 answers be A in a row. And so, and I said it when we made the picks that you're going to go out there and you're going to drop a game to a team that you're supposed to beat. And so I know if every reason in the book points to us winning this game easily, hands down. But we were there in person. Myself, Kane, and Bobby were there in person in the Meadowlands right about this time last year. In fact, it was earlier than this game is being played this year. We saw the rookies hit the rookie wall. We saw the cold weather, the swirling winds at the Meadowlands. The Jets weren't a great team then. They're not a great team now. So I'm just going to keep this as a loss, man. It doesn't feel right, but we're going to lose a game to a team that we're supposed to beat, and I got a feeling it's either the Jets or the Falcons. I'm going to go with the Jets. It's played outdoors. I'm just going to keep this as a loss.
Me too, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Me too, bro. Me too,
we were there, bro.
Hey, look, I was there, and I know Derek Carr can't play in that weather.
Mm.
He from the Valley.
Yeah.
I'm from the Bay Area. The weather ain't that motherfucking bad in the Valley as it is in the Bay Area. The weather in the Valley is nice and warm and hot. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers, no. I'm going to keep it as a loss.
Okay.
We can't beat the Jets in New York.
Good. I'm glad someone's standing with me. I don't feel so crazy now.
Yeah. Yeah. Won't happen.
Bobby, what do you say? You were there with us.
The only reason why I agree with you guys is everything that Kenny just said is true. But more importantly, look at this year. Look at the teams that have gone to play there. Mm-hmm. Everybody has complained about that fucking field. It's terrible. How many people got hurt just playing on that damn fucking piece of shit turf?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible, and I don't see us winning it because of everything. Plus the field, the only thing I hope for is that we get out of there healthy, man, and nobody has any serious injuries because of that shit. Because it's terrible, man. That whole idea of the MetLife Stadium, that place is like a giant tombstone, dude. It's just
oh my god, you can't
it's
even
terrible,
sit
dude.
in the seats. People don't understand when they talk about the swirling winds at the Meadowlands. That shit is real. I don't know if you ever been there. If you're watching us online right now, I'm telling you that shit is fucking real. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a California pussy boy. I'm telling you the truth. Nigga, my boys, they stayed up. Bobby and Kenny, they stayed in their seats. So it's I'm telling you, that shit is real.
Mm-hmm.
It's real as a motherfucker. I ain't fucking with that shit.
You know what was weird? We were in New York that whole time. The weather was beautiful the whole time we were there. I mean, it was like 30 degrees, but not that bad. Not that bad. Clear, wasn't windy, no precipitation.
It was warm in the subways, man. That's for damn sure.
When we rolled in,
you can feel the heat. That motherfucker, yeah.
That morning we rolled into Jersey. A whole different atmosphere in Jersey. Foggy, gray, dismal. Yep. The minute we pulled up, it's dumping rain. You know what? We get back to New York, it's dry. It's cold. We took showers. I took a bath for the first time in 30 fucking years, bro. I took a bath, bro. I'm a grown ass man sitting in the bathtub, listening to Raekwon, bro. And
I took a bath too.
And after that bath, me, Bobby, and Rob walked to Harlem. got ourselves a good meal, and try to put that loss in the rear view.
Yeah, dude.
So, Bobby, what do you say? Me and Kane are taking the tough pick here. We're saying loss. Bobby, what do you say?
I'm gonna have to stick with my original pick, which was an L, because of all that shit we just said right now.
We're traumatized. PTSD, dude.
Hey, bro, that shit was no joke, dude. The one thing that saved me personally was my damn fucking boots. You guys was walking around in sneakers, and I was hating it the entire time we were there. You guys were walking around comfortable with some sneakers, and you guys had some nice foot protection. But and I was out here walking around in my boots, because it was going to be cold and raining. And
hey, Bobby, you know what? You was right.
My feet was dry. So yeah, man.
Bobby, you was right, bro. Because them fuck that sneakers and that pretty looking shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, at that goddamn game, y'all saw me. Like, I was like, hey, I can't fuck with this shit.
You guys put those heating pads in your fucking shoes, dog.
I put heating pads in my shoes.
Hey.
I was like, hey, if you put some heating pads in your shoes and put some heating pads in your nuts, because I had put a heating pad in my nut sack. I was like, put one in your nut sack and put one in your motherfucking shoe. You'll be good.
Bro.
And I was like, cool after that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I'm good right now. You know what I'm saying? But man, before that, I was like, ooh, I can't fuck with this shit.
I can see Kay walking all pigeon-toed with the fucking
Hey, if somebody had hit him with the infrared, they would have been like, whoa, that dude's real excited right now. He's real happy to be in New Jersey.
Hey, but shout out to the Jersey folks out there who taught us about that Taylor ham sandwich, man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Taylor ham and egg.
That was good.
I have to learn about that, man.
Yeah,
I have to learn about that one.
And shout out to Shorty as well, because he figured out who I was while I was wearing a ski mask.
Che, we stood over by the motherfucking we stood over by the motherfucking fire. We did not leave that little area. It was like a little area. It was like it was a grill with a fire on it.
Yeah, I would have been right there.
You could have said, "Oh, there go California over there."
Yeah,
I would have been right there with you.
Hey.
Rob was trying to hold his foot next to the fire, dog.
All right. Yeah, my first step off the bus. I put my right Adidas right in a fucking puddle, and I was like, my day is fucked. All right, let's move on. Oh, actually, Che, you got to get in here with the pick. You're the only one standing with the W right now. Are you going to keep that? You want to trade that one in?
No. I'm going to get it. Wait, I had this as a W?
Yes, you did.
I could have sworn I had it as a loss, but either way,
nope.
I'm going with a W, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen.
Boy right there.
Let me kick some realness for you guys, okay?
Do it.
The
PSTD is still lingering.
The Jets weren't good. The Jets weren't good last season, but they're fucking horrible this season, okay? They're fucking horrible this season, okay? And we're not the Raiders of last season, bro, okay? The Jets, okay? Opponents have scored 20 touchdowns on the Jets to their 7. 7, okay? Their 7 touchdowns. So, the Raiders are going to go in there and whoop that ass. And they're going to do it by running the ball down their fucking throats, okay? Josh Jacobs all day long. Booker, get your ass in there. Ingle, get your ass in there. We're going to run the fucking ball. We're not going to throw the ball. We're not going to fucking try to be cute with it. We're going to run the ball, pull man boob on them. We're going to win this game.
Play some December football. And to be fair, Jacobs was nicked up last year when we played them. So, in fact, everybody was. So I like that, Che. Stand out there in the field, hold it down for the rest of us. Hey, one of us is going to be right.
Jay?
One of us is going to be right.
You would have been there with us last year, bro. I don't think you would. I think your whole decision will be different right now if you would have been there with us.
Hey,
you had chelas waiting for you, Che.
Bro, I was there. I was there years prior in fucking March, and it was cold as shit. So with that experience, I would have been at that game with fucking 5 layers deep, bro.
Like me, Chad. I was looking like the Michelin
I would have
man,
been comfy, bro. I'll tell you right now. I would have been comfy because I would have had every fucking shirt, long sleeve shirt.
I respect the fact that you were there in the winter, but you didn't stand in the parking lot for 4 hours. Okay, so
I'm just telling you, I would have had
with wet shoes.
I would have had every
just saying.
wet shirt I had. I would have came prepared for that game, bro.
Hey, he was right.
Like me, Chad.
Bro,
Yeah.
I could take a picture of the shoes I had on.
Mhm.
I had on some California shoes, bro. Like
It was
I didn't
Gucci,
even
man.
have on no New York. Like we are from California. Like we dress like Californians.
Homie,
like all 3 of us. Like
Timberlands became popular in New York not because they were fashionable, bro. Because they served a purpose.
all right. Let's move forward. Following the Jets, we got Phyllis Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts. I had this down as a win. I'm going to keep it as a win. I know the Colts are in second place in their division, but look at who they've beat. They beat the Vikings. They beat the Jets. They squeaked one out against the Bears. They beat the Bengals. I mean, who have they really beat? They lost to the Browns. They lost to the Jaguars week 1. All those week 1 games are weird. But hey, they haven't beat anybody. And Phyllis Rivers, we're coming for that ass, bro. You could run, but you can't hide. Indy, San Diego, LA, I don't give a fuck. It's the Raiders all day. It's the Raiders all day. You could run. If Phyllis tried to enter that WITPO program, dude, you tried to enter that WITPro. Yeah, we found you. Yeah, we know where you are. Yeah, we're coming for that ass.
I think the Colts is one of them teams that we got their number. That's just me. I think we got the Colts number, and we'll continue that.
You'd be Greg Biekert on the sidelines in that game,
I think
too.
we beat the Colts.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, I think we beat the Colts.
Because I get to tell my Greg Biekert story that week. All right, so Kane and myself are locked in at a W. Right now, everyone's a W. Che, Bobby, you guys want to change that? Anybody want to change that?
It's Phyllis Rivers, bro.
Hey,
I swear to God, Che's drinking 3 different beers right now, dude.
At the same time?
Every time he lifts his hand up, he's got a different can, bro.
I saw that.
no.
What the hell, Che? I only got 2, bro, and I just smashed mine.
Listen, I actually already finished my second beer, and I had to move on to the La Croix, bro.
Okay.
It's water. It's water, bro. It's sparkling water, bro.
You got to raise your pinky when you say
It's
that.
plain
bro.
and simply apple juice. Shout out Lighter Shade of Brown. You guys want to switch up? Or you going to stay locked in as a W?
You know what? No. Hold on. Bring up the schedule again, bro, because
I don't know what
I can't.
Kane's running a recycling center over there right now. I got to put him on mute.
Bring up our predictions, the old predictions again, because look, I can't. There's no way that I'm going to say that we're going to run the table.
Well, yeah. So these are the old predictions, right? Whatever's in here is what carried over. I just copied and pasted.
Well,
so you had this as a
I'm not
W.
seeing it anymore. Is what I'm saying. It's not up. It's not up on the screen.
You want to see that? I see. All right. There you go.
There we go. So, move it over real quick so we can see the team. What happened? There we go. There's the teams. So we got the Colts, the Chargers, the Dolphins, and the Broncos, bro. One of these, no, I have the Broncos as a loss. That's not going to change because of the cold ass weather, bro. And I feel like I cannot homer it out all the way till then. And I feel like the Colts are the better team of the 3 others that we're going to face.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and give us a loss against the Colts.
You see that smirking Phyllis Rivers calling us out in his audibles?
Yeah, bro. That fucking, that asshole that we love to hate, shouting on the sidelines, talking shit in the fucking, on the field to defense and shit like that. Like,
You going to go home and make another baby after that? He's going to go home and make him. He's going to put up a passing record, and then he's going to break Cromartie's record after the game.
Except he don't have all them child support payments, bro. He's cool. He's cool because he's sticking with it, bro. He's sticking with it.
All right,
listen to the end.
All right.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give us a loss. Listen, I don't want to, but I don't think it's realistic for us to finish out with all those wins. So I have to pick a game. If I gotta pick a game that we're gonna lose, that's the game I pick to lose. Because if anything, Phyllis Rivers, he's got history of playing against us. He knows our team. He knows, he's got like a
but is that a home game? That's a home game, right?
It's a home game, but is it a real? Is it a home game?
Yeah, it's a home game.
We've already but is it a home game? It's like I said, we've been talking about how we don't really have home games. We don't have home fans. We ain't filtering in sounds like the other fucking teams are. Like,
no, we're not.
That's what Gruden said.
Yeah.
Gruden said it the other day. A few weeks back, he said we're not making any. There's no noise in the stadium.
Right.
Like, everyone could talk very clear. Everyone's hearing everything that's being said because they're not filtering in sounds like other stadiums. They're not allowing fans in like other stadiums. So we don't really have a home game, bro. The home game comes in when the Raider Nation's in the stands making fucking noise. Then Phyllis Rivers pisses his pants because he can't hear the fucking play calls that are being sent to his fucking helmet, right?
Yeah.
That's when he fucking suffers. But with us not there, then I think he has a shot. And if, like I said, if we're going to lose a game, it's going to be to Phyllis Rivers. It's not going to be to the fucking Dolphins and whoever the fuck else we
in my opinion, if we're going to lose the game down the stretch, it's going to be the Chiefs. But that's just me.
Yeah, so we covered that. So Bobby, you're left here. You had this down as a W. Do you want to trade that in?
Che, I just want to say that Raider Nug thinks that you've somehow cracked into a White Claw with that prediction right there. I just wanted to say that.
Just a secret. Hey, just so you guys know, it's the same shit, y'all. If you're drinking White Claw, you're drinking one of these bullshit motherfuckers too. Sparkling water is what you're drinking.
Did you get that from the silo, bro?
Hey, that's from the silo.
Hey, you know what, though? Hey, Che, bro, it's nothing wrong with White Claw. My chick brought a bunch of White Claws, and when she didn't drink them all, and then, you know what I'm saying, it was like about 15 or 20 of them motherfuckers left here, and I drank every last one of them motherfuckers.
You had me at my chick brought White Claws.
White Claw. And I was drinking them. I was drinking them like they was just bottled water.
They are.
Like, oh, I'm thirsty.
Because they are.
I'm thirsty. I want
That's
some
what I'm
water.
saying, bro.
So let me grab me a White Claw. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
All right.
You just said what I said, Cade.
Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm sticking to it, bro. We winning. Winning, and that's it, man. The reason why is because we know how to shake up Phyllis Rivers. Che has he made a very, very good point, man. Our fans have definitely struggled the hell out of Phyllis Rivers, man, to the point where he can't even know what the hell he's doing, can't even call an audible, none of that shit. So I really do get that shit, but at the same time, the way Phyllis Rivers knows us, we know him.
Okay.
We know what frustrates him. So dude, we definitely taking that guy.
All right, let's move to the Chargers. Let's make these last three picks quick. We're feeling ourselves a little bit too much. This is dragging on in interest of our viewers. We're having a good time, but let's move these forward. The Chargers, we already talked about. I said it when we made these predictions. We're sweeping the Chargers. We're sweeping the Chargers. We're sweeping them. I'm leaving it at a 1. Is anybody want to change their prediction from a win to a loss? Yes or no? All right, so let's move forward.
Damn, I almost want to change because of Justin Herbert.
Shit or get off the pot. Are you changing it?
No, I'm keeping it the same.
All right. End of the year, Chargers are going to do Charger things. All right, so let's move forward to the Dolphins. Now, this is a tough game. Time frame was to be decided on this, but I'm pretty sure that's locked in now as it still says to be decided on Google. That's weird. It's be a normal Sunday game. Dolphins are weird. We got a weird history with the Dolphins. We kind of been cursed again. The games against the Dolphins, we don't show up well against them at all. I think the last time we won, though, Kane was there, and Marshawn Lynch had a pretty decent game. It was, I think, a Thursday night or a Sunday night game. It was a sloppy win, but it was a win amidst a bunch of chaos. This year they're a little hard to predict, man. The Dolphins are doing some good things. They're still doing some bad things. What do you think, Kane? Is this going to be a win or a loss?
I think this is the game we're gonna lose. I think we don't have no film on Tua, and Tua is the quarterback right now. And I think, this is a trap game. This is gonna be a trap game.
It's at home,
and we should win it, but you know what? I had this as a win. We gonna win it.
All right, we'll switch it back.
I had this as a win. We gonna win it. And like I just said, if Derek Carr don't win 7 out of the next 10 games, he's out. So yes, we should win this game.
All right, don't forget the Dolphins put 43 on the Niners. I just wanted to mention that. I just wanted to say that out loud.
That's the fuck the Niners. That's the Niners.
And that's even more of a reason for the Raiders to beat the fucking Dolphins. Okay?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I say win. At least I'm sticking with the win against the Dolphins, man.
All right.
Sticking with the win.
You too, Bobby?
Same.
All right.
We whooping that ass.
I'm switching up, man. This is late in the season. I think we're going to have a couple guys down at this point. And I think this is a trap game. I really do. I've seen the Dolphins actually be in some games this year. And when they put it together, they've shown that they can win football games. I don't think they're a horrible team. I think they're an average team. But I think this is a trap game. And I think the Raiders come into this a little bit hobbled. You have some young players that are playing tired. I have this down as a loss. So last game right here, Broncos. All of us had this as a loss in the cold weather, playing in altitude, up against it. Could have playoff implications, but I think playoffs are probably decided by this time. If we're being honest, I'm going to keep this as an L. Does anybody want to switch up to a W here?
No, I'm keeping it.
We're going to lose. We'll lose.
Cold weather, altitude, Denver.
Derek Carr.
Seem to lose these games, bro.
Week 17.
We seem to lose these games.
All right. Yeah. So just to round it off, my total prediction does not change. I have us winning 8 games this year. Let's look at the differences here with the rest of the panel. Che had us at originally 9 wins, has us now at 11 wins. Kane takes one off the column. He had us at 11, downgrades us to 10. I think that's fair from what we've seen. And Bobby, you had us at 11 wins, and you still have us at 11 wins. So there it is right there, guys. All right.
Hey, so story. we you know what? We redid it, and we got to stick to it, right? Yeah. So, it is what it is. I mean, look, the Raiders, they're a mystery right now. Not on offense, but on defense. So, you want to say teams you can beat because you got a better offense. You don't know if they defense are gonna. We got 10 wins in us. If we don't have 10 wins in us, I don't care what nobody say, defense or otherwise, it's time to move on from the quarterback and the defensive coordinator. There's a lot of teams that go out and win games spite of their defense. We should do the same thing. There's no reason why we shouldn't. We have our offense is glowing. Keep scoring points. That's how the Chiefs did it. The Chiefs did it without a good defense. And then their defense came to meet their offense. And until then, I'm going to have to say we're a 10-win team until we aren't.
All right. Let's move on to the GROAT vote that we had here. So I previewed at the beginning of the show. This is the championship round. I threw the votes out there kind of quietly this week. Some of you guys got in. It was kind of surprising, kind of not. I thought Al Davis would be in the mix at this point, but he's not. So this week we had Jim Otto going up against Howie Long, and we had Kenny Stabler going up against Willie Brown. The results of the votes are in. Right now, voting's closed. Final results, Jim Otto, takes it by a slim margin, takes 56% of the vote to 44% of Howie Long. Jim Otto is moving on to the finals, the very final round, to see if he's going to be the greatest Raider of all time. And who is he matched up against? We had Kenny Stabler taking 80% of the votes against Willie Brown. It's Jim Otto versus Kenny Stabler in the finals. Two guys that personify what it means to be a Raider. This could have shook out any kind of way. I'm not mad at it at all. Stabler and Otto battling it out for the greatest Raider of all time. It makes sense to me, guys. So we're going to put this out there probably in a couple days. We'll let the votes carry on through this weekend, and we'll tally up the scores after the Chargers game in about 2 weeks. So in about a week and a half. So there it is again. Jim Otto versus...
Do we want to get our picks along the way? Do we want to get our...
No, because we ain't voting, bro. We ain't voting. So we're just gonna let it ride. And we kind of gave gave that last week, when we talked about it. So, or 2 weeks ago when we talked about that, we kind of gave who we thought was gonna win this whole thing. But I think that's about it for this week's show. You guys got anything else you want to add? Anything different? Anything we haven't talked about yet?
Nah, man. It's just that GROAT vote definitely. It's pretty wild, man. That's all I gotta say, dude. A lot of names got kicked out a lot sooner than I thought they would, man. So,
all right, you know what? Actually, Kane, you have a good idea. Let's go really quick. Let's round out this show. Just give me your picks really quick. Who's gonna win? Jim Otto versus Ken Stabler.
I'm gonna say, ooh, wow, Kenny, you did that, huh? I'm gonna say. I'm going to say Otto.
All right. Bobby.
Otto is Mr. Raider. Fuck, I met Jim Otto, man. Like a million times. Like this dude used to be at the goddamn games. Like for real. Like you would see, he was in a skybox. Like like I saw Jim Otto at the Raiders Stadium. I can't even count how many times that he was just there. And was just like there for the fans. You know what I'm saying? So okay, as a fan, I'm gonna go with Jim Otto. Yeah, I'm going with Jim Otto. That's the best Raider player ever. Jim Otto. Fuck. If you don't do that, then you got a problem. Like Jim Otto is Mr. Raider. And the voting has brought it to this.
Got it. Jim Otto. Let's move it on. Che, Jim Otto or Ken Stabler?
Who'd you go to?
Che.
Okay. I didn't hear that. Man, I'm going to go Ken Stabler, bro. Ken Stabler, bro. Like, he's your namesake, bro. You created your name after Ken Stabler, bro. Okay? Like, he was the first of the many great Raider quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl for us, right? So, yeah, let's go Kenny Stabler, bro.
All right,
Kenny Stabler.
Like to think
not to be confused with Kenny Stapler, bro.
I'd like to think he'd do a podcast with sunglasses on too.
I like to do that. He'd do a podcast with me, Bobby, and Kane.
Hey, I just want to say that the first time I stumbled upon the Pillaging Podcast, I was like, oh, what? Kenny Stabler has a son? And he has a podcast? I swear to God, dude, I thought it was for real, and like Kenny Stabler's actual son. And I was like, wait, you said Stapler, not Stabler. Oh, okay, my bad. I swear to God, dude, I was like, I think his kid has a podcast. That's fucking cool.
He does. Yeah, so I mean, I gotta go Stabler. I like both of these guys. I think Otto definitely could win it for all the reasons that Kane said. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at either of these guys winning. I won't be mad. But Stabler epitomizes, as much as Otto epitomizes the toughness and the will to win that makes up a Raider. Stabler, Kenny, he epitomized just win, baby. I mean, he got it done any which way. Any which way. We don't have that term "just win, baby" if it isn't for the play of Ken Stabler and the way he got it done and the way that team got it done. So that's why I'm going to pick Ken Stabler just to be on the other side of it. And Bobby, we got. Do you want to make it a tie? What side of the fence do you want, bro?
I'm actually going to go with Otto, bro. I'm with Kane on this, dude. And the reason why, and I said this before, anybody that's given up a piece of their body for this fucking organization, dude, giving up a piece of themselves, dude, that's my boy right there, bro. Go. I stand tall. Nothing taken away from Kenny Stabler. That motherfucker was badass, dude. I mean, come on, dude. Reading the playbook, by the light of a jukebox, dude. I mean, shit.
I got a jukebox right behind me.
Bro, I seen Jim Otto walking. I seen Jim Otto walking, and then like 2 or 3 years later, I seen Jim Otto in a wheelchair, bro.
Damn.
And still at the fucking games.
Yeah.
So I gotta go Jim Otto, bro. Like, I've seen these guys. I ain't never seen Ken Stabler at a fucking game. And you know how many motherfucking Raider games I done been to, bro? I done been to a lot of them. You know how many Raider players I done met? A lot. You know what I'm saying? And I never met Kenny Stabler. Kenny Stabler, I don't know what happened with the Raider organization and this team and why he ain't been around or whatever, but I'm going to go with the player that I saw, like, in my vision. I seen this motherfucker when I was in the 6th grade. I seen this motherfucker when I was in high school. I seen this motherfucker when I was a grown-ass man. And I seen this motherfucker not too long ago at the stadium while we was there these past years. This dude is Mr. Raider.
There you go. All right, Jim Otto from two of us and Ken Stabler from two of us. So now it's up to you guys to decide who is the greatest Raider of all time. Look for that link on Twitter, or you can go to our website, pj4f.com, pillagingjustforfun.com, and get your votes in. You can vote as many times as possible. This is the big one, guys. Been working on this for months. Push your guy through. Vote as many times as you can. Stuff the ballot box. Vote from home. Do it all.
Do it. Often vote twice.
But hey, with that said, that's it for this week's show. Make sure you tune in every week wherever podcasts are found, live on YouTube. Until next week, keep the wind in your sails and the rum in your mug, and pillage on, Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stabler, joined as always by
your boy Chet,
your boy Kane. What's up,
Bobby Wasabi,
and we out here. Peace.
Peace.
Ray.